Imagine how much more you could accomplish in life and business if you never had to worry about what anyone else thought or what anyone else told you to do before. Because chances are, you've seen people tell you not to do the things that you've done that have made you successful. And you've probably also seen that people never admit when they're wrong. I'm Andrew Henderson, and this is a video for the winners, for successful people, for those who've overcome the odds. So many of us have been told, you don't want to start a business. So many people have been told, don't do this, don't do that, don't rock the boat, don't be different. You see, where we come from, we're taught this from a very early age. You go to school because school teaches you how to get a job. I remember being in high school and talking to my high school guidance counselor and being told, you're going to want to get your test scores up so you can get into a good college. And, you know, Andrew, I know you like watching these guys like Bill Gates, but you don't want to drop out because you're not Bill Gates, and you need to go out and find a good paying job. See, that's the way that almost everyone in the world is, because the guidance counselor has a job. He played it safe. If you've become successful, you've gotten there because you had to ignore the guidance counselors, or maybe your parents, or maybe your friends, to go out and do things that no one else was willing to do so that you could achieve the things that no one else had. As the Nomad Capitalist, I remember my first international trip as an adult. I was in my early 20s, and I went to Norway. And I had family and friends. When I came back from this trip in Norway, I had met great people. I had started new relationships. I had learned a lot that would form the basis of everything we talk about here now, form the basis of go where you're treated best. And I came back and I had family and friends who said, yeah, wow, what a great trip. We're glad that you're back now. We're glad that you can get back to work with your business, and great, glad you got it out of your system. Of course, I didn't get out of my system. I decided to travel more and more and more and experience what the world had to offer and realize that how come this over here is better than where I'm from, and how come this over here offers more potential than the potential where I come from. I decided to rock the boat. And all along the way, and you too, people said, no, you can't do that. No, that's not safe. You made those tough decisions. And now if you go back and listen, if you go back to the people who said, don't travel, don't start a business, don't take that risk, don't be different than everyone else, what you'll find is silence. The people who told me, we're glad you got traveling out of your system, now embrace everything that we talk about. The people who told you not to start a business now ask you for a job or tell you what a success you are. And it's great to have people who are proud of you. It's great to celebrate your success, but understand this. No one is ever going to apologize. No one is ever going to admit that the advice they gave you, the conventional wisdom, was wrong. What I found success in doing in my life was going against the grain, sometimes even too much, going against the grain in terms of where I wanted to live, how I wanted to run my business, who I was going to hire, how I wanted to run my life, even to the extent of choosing my citizenships. People said, Andrew, you have to play it safe, because that's the mindset that the world comes from. I think a lot of people who look at the nomad capitalist lifestyle hear their parents, hear their girlfriend, hear their childhood friends, hear their colleagues saying, that's too risky. Yeah, maybe you can save some money on taxes. Maybe you'll enjoy your life. And you know what happens? People, they live the nomad capitalist lifestyle. They take a gap year. They go out and they run their business from a cafe in Bali somewhere, and then they go back and return. Why? Because they're afraid of what their friends and family are going to say. And yet when I study people and meet people who have been living this lifestyle for 5, 10, 20, even 50 years in some cases, I see the great success that they've had. I see the great life that they had. And I see that so many naysayers told them, no, don't do that. Don't move to that place. Don't build your business that way. And once again, just as they always have been, the naysayers are silent. If you are a successful person and you're thinking, hey, maybe I'd like to go and live somewhere else where I'll feel better. I want to keep more of my own money. I want more options. I want to have a sense of freedom. You have to understand that the naysayers, who are the ones telling you, they're pulling you back, saying that's not for you, that's not safe, are the same people who would have stopped you from getting where you are now. Hi, I'm Andrew Henderson from Nomad Capitalist. I wrote this book, which you can find on Amazon, to distill a lot of the stuff we talk about in these videos and a lot of the stuff I've learned over the last decade plus traveling all around the world, teaching you about how to legally reduce your taxes, build your personal freedom, and create wealth faster. Definitely get a copy of this book if you want to learn more. Now, if you want to watch more videos, make sure you subscribe to our channel and make sure you click the notifications bell so you never miss one of our new videos with more tips on how to go where you're treated best. And if you're already a 6 or 7 figure entrepreneur and you'd like to put these strategies in place for yourself, go to nomadcapitalist.com and learn about how I can help you.